Hello students. Today we are going to study about the second part of chapter 15, Air Around Us. So as you know that in the previous video we have studied that what was air, what is atmosphere, and what were the properties of air. So let's begin with more deeper knowledge about air. So here we are going to read and understand about composition of air. So as you know, air is a mixture of gases. So you can see that it's a pie chart formed here saying the percentage of the other gases found in the air. So the first is nitrogen. It is the most abundant and the most large percentage of the air is carried by nitrogen gas. Then 20.9, it is approximately 21%, which is carried by oxygen. Other gases is having more than 0.17%. Argon is a type of gas which is present 0.90%, and carbon dioxide is present 0.03%. So as you can see that 78% is the most and the highest percentage of the gas which is found in air. And then the second highest is oxygen, which is of 21% approximately. So this is how the composition of air is divided. This is a very important diagram because most of the question asks this distribution and you need to learn these. In other gases, you can also write like this that 1%, you can write down like this 1% other gases, 1% other gases, you can write down like this 1% other gases such as carbon dioxide, argon, etc. Like this, you can also write down. Now, the next is about the things which is made up of air. The air which is made up of other things. Like we have just studied about the gases, so we are going to understand the importance of it as well as we are going to understand the different things which is found in air as well. The air is made up of. So the question is, what is air made up of? So the first point is water vapor. Water vapor is a form you have already studied that when we heat the liquid, when we heat the water, it gets converted into water vapor, right? Through the process of evaporation, right? So this is about water vapor. We have already studied. So when air comes in contact with a cool surface, it condenses and drops of water appear on the cooled surface. So this water vapor we can see by actually keeping in summers. In summers, we keep the water bottles outside from the refrigerator. So we see the vapors on the surface of that bottle. So that is the water vapor, right? So the presence of water vapor in air is important for the water cycle in nature. Because of the water vapor only the clouds are formed. Am I right? So if there is no clouds, there will be no rain, and if there is no rain, the water cycle will not be performed or this phenomena will not be complete, right? There will be no rain, right? So water vapor is very important as it helps to circulate the water cycle in nature. And because of the water vapor only, the clouds are formed. So they are very important component of air. Now next is oxygen. Oxygen is the most important thing which is required for any living organism, right? Because it is essential for breathing in animals and human beings, even in plants, but in plants it is in night time because we have already studied that for photosynthesis it takes carbon dioxide and releases oxygen, but at night when they are not having photosynthesis they take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. And it also helps in burning. Anything which burns is because of the oxygen. If oxygen is not there in the air, then nothing can be burned. और अगर burning नहीं होगी तो everything will be stopped because cooking is done with the help of burning only, right? other things, other machines are also working on burning things, so those things will be stopped. So burning, it supports burning. Oxygen supports burning, right? So let's have a small experiment to see the presence of oxygen in the air, right? So let's see and whether it supports burning or not. So we are having a small activity on this. Let me just share it with you. So let me show you this activity now. We are having in this activity, we are going to see that air contains oxygen or not, right? So we are having few materials with us and you can do this activity at home very easily, and it's a very easy and very fun activity. So you can just take this is a candle. This is an empty glass. This is a glass filled with colored water and matchstick. Please do it under the guidance of parents, right? If you are doing this activity at home. So you just see these are the materials we require, right? Any colored water you can take. It can be red, blue, green, anything. Just you take the water, mix it with food color, right? Any food color you can do. It's very easily available. Now we are going to take few things step by step. This is a candle, right? This is a glass, this is a matchbox, and this is a colored water, as I have already explained you. So now we are going to take everything out, and obviously a plate. Please take a white plate only so that we can see the color. Just put the candle in between, okay, like this, and just light it up with the help of a matchstick. Be careful, please. Then you need to pour the colored water around it very carefully, right? Now you're pouring it, not so much, थोड़ा सा ही आपको pour करना है. Yes, you can see a little bit is poured because the plate is not having that much of depth. Now take the glass. Now you can see the candle is burning, right? Now take the glass and just put it like this. You just see after some time the candle blows off, and you can see, just watch it again. See, when you just put, the level of the water is not there. Just observe this area. The level of water is not there, right? Now you just see when the light is up. जब कैंडल जल रही है तो कोई भी पानी का लेवल नहीं है, इतना सा ही है बस. Just observe this area, please. Observe this area. The water level is just itna hi, little bit. Okay, fine. Now see. Just observe this now. You can see that the light is, the candle is off because the oxygen inside the glass is used up now, right? And you can see the water level is up here, right? पहले क्या था और अब क्या है? Just observe this. Why this is happening? The water level is up because, why this happened? Because it's very easy. Because air was having oxygen in it. The oxygen is used for burning. So the candle was burning. When we put the glass upside down, the oxygen inside the glass was little bit, so it used up. So after some time, the candle gets off, and then as the oxygen is used, there is an empty space inside the glass, so this water level is up, right? Because we know in the we have just studied, you can see it, it's very beautiful experiment because we have already studied about the property of air, that air occupies space, right? So I am again sharing the PPT with you, right? So this was the beautiful activity which we have seen about the presence of oxygen. So why did the candle blows off? Because there was no oxygen left inside the glass, right? And the water level is up because the oxygen is used, so that space is being filled with the help of water, right? Now let us have the next thing, that is nitrogen. Nitrogen, which we have seen, is most important in this because 78% of air is actually nitrogen, right? So this nitrogen doesn't help to support the burning, right? ये burning नहीं करने देता है. It stops the burning, and it is one of the gas which do not support the burning. Another one I'll explain in the next slide. And it is very, very important for the plants because this nitrogen is found in the form of nitrates and nitrites in the soil, and that mineral is very important for plant to survive. If this mineral is not there, then the plant will die. So this is the most important element for plants, and plants are very, very important for us because everything is connected through plants to us. Now let us come to the next, which is carbon dioxide. Okay, so carbon dioxide is the gas which help to extinguish the fire. Extinguish मतलब जो extinguisher में extinguisher का काम क्या होता है? Fire extinguisher का. Fire extinguisher's work is to basically fire extinguisher works is to blow off the fire, right? It actually offs the fire. जहां भी आग लगी होती है उसे बुझा देता है. Correct? So carbon dioxide is the gas which helps to cut off the fire, right? So carbon dioxide is the small amount present in the air, right? And it is basically maintained with the help of plants because plants basically take in the carbon dioxide and we take out the carbon dioxide. So that is being circulated like this in the respiration process, right? Uh, in this it's written plants and animals consume oxygen for respiration and produces carbon dioxide. So this is basically I am talking about the night time. Okay, this is basically talking about the night time. Animal matter consumes oxygen on burning and produces mainly carbon dioxide and a few other gases. Whatever we are burning, the black smoke which is coming out, that is basically the carbon dioxide coming out, right? It is advisable not to burn dry leaves and discards remains on the crop which pollute our surrounding. This is basically आपने देखा होगा दिल्ली में परांदी जलाई जाती है ना? So that is the most problematic thing we are having. Then it is most essential gas for plants as carbon dioxide is the main component for respiration, right? Obviously, it is the main component for respiration. Carbon dioxide is very, very important for photosynthesis. So this is very, very important for plants because plants यही लेते हैं in daytime. Okay, I am going to correct or add a line in this. Let me add here only. I'm just going to add a line here that helps to extinguish fire as it do not support burning. And I have already underlined this because it is very important line here, and I'm just writing down here that plants in night time, okay, in daytime, so that you don't get confused. So this point is very very important, very important, because one marker questions comes like this. Okay, now let us come to the next, which is dust and smoke. Okay, so fourth was carbon dioxide, fifth is dust and smoke. So dust and smoke, what does the dust and smoke mean? Dust and smoke, you have already seen, lot of fuel is burning, lot of smokes comes out. Because of that, we are having air pollution and these things. And the smoke basically contains the fine dust particles in it, which is harmful for us. And from the long chimneys, they are coming out. That's why the factories are having very long chimneys and all. This takes the harmful smoke and gases away from our nose but brings it closer to the birds flying up in the sky. So that is very bad. So that's why we need to control the air pollution and everything, right? So we are going to see a small video related to see the dust is present in air or not. You can do it at home. It is also very easy experiment. So let me share that with you.
Allergies and breathing problems. They also affect our eyes.
Yes, so you can just hear him again.
Air has dust particles. Air also contains dust particles. You can see them moving when a ray of sunlight enters a room.
बेटा ये तो आप लोगों के घर में भी होता है, जैसे अंधेरा है अचानक से लाइट आती है, so you can see the small dust particles moving here and there. Those are the dust particles, right?
These particles cause allergies and breathing problems. They also affect our eyes.
Yeah, so these are basically responsible for the allergies and everything, right? So these were the types through which the things, these were the materials, right? These were the components of air, right? So we have read about the five one: water vapor, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, dust, and smoke. So let's see this also, that we inhale air when we breathe through our nostrils, right? We inhale through our nose. So we have a very small, fine hair and mucus present inside the nose to prevent the dust particles from getting into the respiratory system. So that's why we should always breathe through nose, not from mouth. So you get scoldings when you are breathing through mouth, because if you are breathing through mouth continuously, the dust particles will go inside your body. So as your mouth do not have those fine hairs, right, and mucus which is present inside your nose, so you should always breathe it through nose. So I hope you have understood this part. Now we will continue the rest in another part of the video. Thank you for watching.